Hello there, Cancer. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Cancer for November of 2020. I cannot believe we are already 11 months into the year. It's almost Thanksgiving getting here in the United States. So happy Thanksgiving. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for like an overall view of the month. When we'll pull angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now I am an empath, so I have a weird speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. I guess that makes all of you Cancers out there named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't believe the cards will go week by week. I think they're going to blend in and out throughout the month like an overall theme. Now I have a short message for us. And the message is basically like honor ourselves. I feel like we might be very sensitive to criticism this month, so we've got to set boundaries. We really don't do a lot of that, we Cancers, especially with people that we love and care about. So we need to set some type of a boundary in our lives, you know. So when I think about it like that, I think that if we really think, if we adapt and we can cooperate with others, then we can be successful. But the boundary thing, it feels, and I have 2 cards here that's kind of point to that, you know, like being able to step back and say no if I don't wanna. Maybe it's gonna be important to us this month. Maybe because of this first card that's going to be coming up in a minute. We have good words down here. They are education, transformation, authenticity, tenderness, and adventure. So it's going to be interesting to say the least. Now you're going to have to forgive me. I got a new computer. The other one took a you-know-what last month and right in the middle of 2 readings. So here we go, and I'm not used to this one yet, but our first card here is the card 4 Swords, and that's a card of like rest and recuperation, of needing to have some time down for introspection, solitude, a necessary time of aloneness and of contemplation in order to like get a perspective on what actually has been going on or what's happening to me. Now, the reasoning usually for that is it comes after the 3 of Swords, which is that card with a heart stabbed, you know, with the 3 swords in it. So it could be that some of us, we've been in pain, but now we're like in a stage of recovery with this card. It could be an emotional upheaval, but it also could have been a physical thing, a physical illness, maybe a surgery, things like that. You know, I know we're still in, a lot of us are still in lockdown, but hospitals are opening up and like elective things are going on that they had canceled before. So procedures that were canceled are coming up now. You know, I figure hospitals weren't making enough money, so they had to get us all back in there and figure out something to do to us. But it could be that. It could be a physical thing. For some of us, it probably will be. Taking rest, taking time out, like to think things through, to plan the next moves in our lives more wisely. The card itself is called the card of the calm after the storm. And so we feel like we want to go, it's a time of exile, like just go away, take extended vacation. A lot of us want an extended vacation right now. Time, you know, like for quiet time, like quiet retreat. You know, we think sometimes, well, we've been home, but kids are home for some of us, our partner's home for some of us, or there's upheaval all around in the house. And so it's not hasn't been really a time of quiet. Some of us have been having to work from home. So So if I'm still working 8 hours a day, even though it's in my home, it's still upheavaling my home in some manner. So I'm not sitting down and getting the rest and all that kind of stuff. So it's a feeling of wanting to be monastic, just like get out of my way, a time of R and R, need to think, to plan, to reevaluate what we've been doing, like right before some kind of crisis, if it wasn't a surgery, if it wasn't a emotional upheaval, you know, a time to like get our house in order, get our brain back together is what I'm hearing. Like, how do I get my brain back together for my own self? So coming back into myself, that word authenticity and transformation, what's important to me, how they want me to say this is what is important to me now. So it's not like what was important to me before. Basically, it's what is important to me now. And I don't know why they want it said that way, but that's the way they want it said. What's important to me now? So, maybe education. I don't know. Maybe for some of us, it'll be that word education. For others of us, maybe it's like getting away. The word adventure. That's important to me. Way more important to me than what's going on anywhere else. You know, just getting away. Because the next thing is the Ace of Rods, which this is actually excellent energy. This is a new beginning of some type of enterprise, because rods are business finance. So it usually is something around our business or finances or investment type things like that. Maybe moving investments, maybe going to a new job, maybe things along those lines. So it shows that we planted seeds for a new beginning of something. Possibly it could be creative, it could be some type of a money-making idea. Some key to it is freedom from restraints that had hampered us in our past, and enabling us to take on a new role or forge a new identity. But usually this is through our work. So forging a new identity through our work, something that's going to change, alter, allow us to adapt, do things a better way, but through our work. And then it would mean to us that we would be making like better money, or, you know, could be something creative, more creative in our work. I'm thinking for a lot of us, maybe a new job because of this next card coming up, a promotion of some sort or something like that, because our next card here is the Knight of Pentacles. And that's an excellent card for us to get too. So male or female. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn it off. We're going to get left a message and you're going to hear it. And I can't get up to go do it. So Knight of Pentacles card is an excellent card because it's a card about when we're poised at the point of like an adventure, arrival or departures, a lot of travel, things like that will come in with this. Now this is male or female. It's going to be someone outside of us because we're water energy, and these are general readings. So male or female, it's going to be earth energy. So it's going to be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn type energy that if it's someone outside of us, maybe some of us are being asked to step into this kind of energy. So this Knight is someone with that spirit of adventure. It goes exactly right with our word down here. He has a sense of adventure, he or she, who's really materially minded. Now think about this. This Knight, these pentacles are earth plane energy, money, you know, material goods, things like this. And we have that business finance card right in front of it. Fresh new start, new beginning. So this particular night's good at performing any task that you set out in front of them. But they're not going to be like the self-starter. But you ask them or tell them to do something, they're going to do it right away. So, but if it's not a person, it would be a situation that would involve arrivals and departures, maybe people coming and going, or we could quit a job for more money somewhere else, because this is money energy. So quit a job for more money somewhere else, move to another whole entire different locale, actually, with this card for the same reason, or experience other changes in our lives that would be relative to our money, to our finances, to building them up in some manner or way. That's what I want to say. Building those finances up in some manner or way. You know, like maybe with that original Four of Swords energy there, maybe we were off work for quite a while and we got to get ourselves back in the saddle again. It could be the energetics of that kind of energy also, if we think about it for a minute. I got my card stuck here on the bottom of the computer because we got two people cards here. So what I'm going to say, for some of us, this may be a love reading that involves some type of separation and a whole new change of world, and others of life. And others of us, this is probably going to be a work type energy. I think it's about evenly split. But whatever way this goes, it has an emotional component with it because of our last card here. So there's a lot of tender feelings around it. Do you remember that sensitive to criticism? Our original message, set the boundaries, honor ourselves. Might want to think about that, because we got another people card here. We got the Queen of Rods now, and the Queen, male or female, this is going to be fire energy. So it's going to be Leo, Sag, Aries energy, male or female, if it's someone outside of us. So that Four Swords energy comes after the Three of Swords, which usually means heartbreak or separation of some kind. So some of us may be separating from the Knight of Pentacles and into the fresh start for us. And I forgot to say this, all aces can mean birth of a child too. So, and some of us may be going towards this Queen of Rods or vice versa energy, if there was some type of a split up or a separation type energy. This Queen of Rods energy is someone who, if it's a person, it's someone who's really prominent, who's in a position of some type of authority. They're authority figure. They like to shine. They're extremely warm person, generous by nature, just generous, kind of extremely loving, very, very honorable, intelligent, friendly. You know, if it's a person that's outside of us, maybe this has something to do around our work. Because like I said, Rods is usually business, finance, maybe a new boss. You know, if we left a job or something along that line. So I don't know where they're going to fall. So part I think might be a love reading, and part I think is going to be about work, you know, material plane thing, that type of energy. So when this person gives us advice, it's very well worth taking, period, because they can be a very loyal confidant. So it's someone that we can trust implicitly. They're a very good money manager. They can give you really good advice or provide us with valuable assistance, especially around business, finance stuff, how to handle money, things like that. If it's not a person, it means now is a good time for us to move forward, period, on any business thing that, you know, business venture we were planning, you know. And if some of us are being called into this energy, it would mean by this showing up that we have these qualities in ourselves. We are good money managers. We do give good advice. We are loyal confidants. It's going to depend on, I think, where it falls in each one of our lives. Some of us, it could be like a new thinking here, could be a new boss, or the Knight of Pentacles could be a new boss with that Ace of Rods in there. Some, like I said, it's kind of a little confusing because we have the two people cards, but it makes it more confusing not doing it as like a regular reading and doing it as a general reading because of this next card here. And because this is the Eight of Cups. So this is all emotion. This Eight of Cups type energy. This is like this person is leaving 8 neatly stacked cups, turned their back on them, walked away from them. So it kind of like represents an effort that we have made in vain, and now it has to be abandoned for some reason. But remember, cups are emotion. We are emotion. We are cup energy as Cancer. So something we're walking away from. I've heard people say it could be just kids going back to school, probably by now and all through the summer and fall or spring, and now into the fall, we're like, yay, the kids going back to school. If I've been doing all the dirty clothes and all the cleaning and cooking and all that stuff. But for others of us, it's going to mean something totally different from that. It's when we wish things might have been different, but we know in our heart finally that they're not. That this is the reason I'm saying for some of us, this just may be the energy of a breakup somewhere that came after that Three of Swords, when we got the Four of Swords energy. Something that, we just know it's not ever going to work out. It's never going to get better. And we know we have to let it go. So it's time for us to cut our losses, to get out of this situation entirely that has failed despite and we Cancers really try. If we're emotionally connected to something, we give it our all. So we really try. So we gave it our best efforts. Unfortunately, this usually will refer to some kind of a relationship that has reached such a state of deterioration, basically, that the only solution that we have left for us is to just pretty much just walk away from it. We just don't have another choice. But we also do have that fresh start energy of that Ace of Rods there. So it's like no matter what has happened, it's going to go on and go on in a better, a way better manner. So whatever we're walking maybe away from, whatever we're walking away from, that we needed to walk away from or rest up from, probably this is the time for us to get our act together, to set those boundaries, honor ourselves, step into our authenticity and start the next step of transformation. It's time. What they keep saying is it's time to go on the adventure, Cancer. So I don't know where these are going to fall, even if it's a new relationship or a brand new job, or I'm starting a new business for myself. Now is the time for me to do it, and that's the energy of it. Good gravy. You can't make the angel cards up. Our angel card is go for it. So I don't even know what to say about that. It says your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. Use this rest and respite card for daydreaming a little bit. Figure out where we want to go for. What do we want to go for? Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered, and we've been working with you on this situation since its genesis. and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Even if that path means turning my back on something from the past and leaving it behind me because it's no longer viable or no longer useful to me. So I'd be thinking about it along those lines. Actually, it says, you drew this card as encouragement for the situation you're asking about. The angels reassure you of a positive outcome provided you continue to pour love and guided action into the situation. Don't hesitate. Now's the right time. You're on the right path. The idea that you have is divinely inspired, and the angels foresee a successful outcome. Well, Cancer, that's quite interesting. Can't believe this. Well, Cancer, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them. I truly appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, or if you just want to go neb about me, all the or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information's down below the screen, and that's over at the website. That's in the About section. There's 2 short videos over at the website. One explains a prayer class I put out there for you. It's very comprehensive. It explains how to format prayers, why you do them that way, and it's 2.5 hours long. The suture classes are, there's another video explains the suture classes to you, and those are simple thought forms that get put in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clair perceptions dramatically. But those are over at the website also. So to everybody I've met through 4 whole years of doing YouTubes now, and all of you I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you, it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.